sports.
Good evening, SimWorld. We are coming to you from Brooklyn tonight for the LA Stars, and their big star, Jalen Snow, will take on Washington, D.C. on a hot streak. They have just won the Southern Hospitality Shootout and got to the semis of the Show Me Classic before that, playing well under Coach Myron Murray, and their big star, the point guard, the #1 recruit in the 2022 class, Cooper Kingy Cross, coming out tonight. And there you see the starters in this game, folks. I am Elava, and I am joined in the booth tonight by my friend Big Bob. Big Bob, I'm excited to get this thing underway. Excited to have you here.
I'm excited to be here too. Where are we at again?
We are in Brooklyn, good sir.
In New York!
Bob singing my personal theme song, of course. Long-time listeners will know I have some issues with some lyrics of that song, but we won't let it distract from game action for too long, as Washington controls the tap and gets the first bucket of the game. Should also mention, Bob, that we'll bring him in later, but we're also joined, as always, by our producer, Roniel, behind the scenes.
Who?
We'll get Roniel in here for some commentary.
Never know.
LA with the ball, wearing the black with their red trim, and Ajavon sets a screen. Jumper for Tada won't go, however. Oh, no, it does go down, excuse me. I thought that bounced out there.
It's like magic.
It is. It is indeed. And there you see Cooper Kingy Cross. Nice pass. Well, mentioned, Bob, this DC team on an absolute tear. Tore through the Southern Hospitality Shootout down in New Orleans last week, certainly. Yeah, impressed how they've been able to turn around. Only 6-6 on the season, but I believe that they were 2-5 at one point, not too long ago.
That's what happens when you get a solid coach in there.
Some more solid play, solid offense from both teams. Open up this game. This, of course, is the home court of the New York Stars. Jay King. The edge. We'll be seeing some of them in McDonald's action coming up soon. Who are playing in the game or invited to one of the skills contests. And, ooh, fight for an inside bucket there. LA and DC have both come out playing well so far. All locked up at 6, 2 minutes in.
Be surprised if we didn't see any of those New York kids out here at least taking a peek or anything.
Well, they'll probably like to take a peek at Cooper Kingy Cross, showing you what he can do there. Averaging 29.7, shooting 57% from the field, up to 41% from 3. The do-it-all point guard still hasn't committed to what he's doing at the next level. Cooper Kingy Cross being recruited by North Carolina and Clemson most hard.
I think he's on pace for at least 24 already. Actually, for being 48, he's on pace for 48.
48. Well, that would be a new season high, but it wouldn't be out of reach for CKC. We've seen him explode. Now LA tries to get a quick look at the other way. Won't go. Just from McLaughlin. Crossing the corner. Ooh, won't go, but Anthony gets it, puts it back up and in. Keith Anthony, the 6'9" big man out of Baltimore. Only averaging 7.7 points, but on a highly efficient 66% shooting from the field.
Yeah, I think he's definitely one of those underrated bigs. He's one of those guys who, at this point, it's obviously not highly ranked or anything, but will probably do some damage at the next level.
A three-pointer at the other end cuts the lead to 1 for LA. DC can't get it there, but Kingy Cross, second chance, up and in.
He is now on pace for 732 points tonight.
Well, you know, CKC, he's an intriguing package. Obviously, has a scoring ability and a scorer's mentality even, but is also a pretty natural point guard as a playmaker, averaging 3.6 assists per game for this team, best on the DC side. Shot clock winding out here, and Kingy Cross takes it away from Ortega. It's too quick back up the other way, but where I was kind of going and thinking about that, Bob, talking about Kingy Cross's college decision, or possibly going to the G League. I've seen a lot more people do it now, but I mean, he's such a scoring focal point for the Washington Stars. I wonder if at Carolina, Clemson, or elsewhere, might see different aspects of his game. Oh, Jalen Snow drives inside but can't get it to go.
Well, I mean, you know, like you said, he's a pretty pure point guard. But if you don't have the pass, why would you? I mean, if you can put up 30 points a game and help your team win, I mean, don't you want to do it yourself?
Well, absolutely, and that's what CKC does, averaging almost 30 a game, and these games are only played 32 minutes, by the way, folks. DC and Cooper Kingsley Cross have jumped out to a 7-point lead here. We're a little bit more than halfway through this first quarter so far. DC continuing to roll here in Brooklyn. We'll come right back after these messages. A little bit more than 3 minutes to go. Opening quarter here in Brooklyn, DC, and LA. Both these teams right on 500. LA just under at 5-6 on the season, and Washington an even 6-6. But as I mentioned at the top of our broadcast, DC has been surging of late, playing much better. Myron Murray, their head coach, really has them playing well, and of course the outstanding play of Cooper Keeney Cross helping the cause too.
Absolutely, but I do want to point out though that on paper, if you look at the LA squad, they'd have a tough time losing against anybody. So at some point, you got to start to wonder why they aren't at 500, and is part of the problem the coach?
Yep. Fair question. Well, bucket won't go there. DC can't extend the lead. There's some subs in the game now for both teams. Devin Cook came down with that rebound there, and you see Sebastian Ruiz handed off to Hunt. Back to Cook in the corner. Shot clock running down to 5 now. Cook's going to take the shot. Won't go. Subs also in for DC. Noah Ellington rips down the rebound. Gets it into Archer Baldwin's hands. Baldwin, the reserve point guard, comes in for Keeney Cross. Oh, nice dish to Ellington, who has great position and gets the bucket to go. DC has doubled up LA now. I think 18-9.
Definitely, they gotta work the big men down low a little bit more whenever the starters are off. I mean, when you have a 6'10" dude standing down there under the rim in high school, that's an abnormality. You gotta take advantage of that.
Well, neither Channing nor Johansson could get that one to go down. Under 2 minutes now. It's a chance to extend the lead a little bit further. The bench coming in and playing well for DC too so far. Deion Bridgman gets the jumper, won't go, but it's another offensive rebound. Oliverson kicks it out. But no second chance points. Quickly up the other way. And a timeout called on the floor. 1:34 to go. We're
That's out of bounds.
Oh.
I know the squeaky shoes and the whistle sound the same to you,
Yeah, they do. I thought that was an actual timeout being called there. Instead, gets it into Baldwin's hands. Richard Baldwin, 5'11" senior from Silver Spring, sets things up, gets a pick. Oh, nice little 1-2 between he and Ellington. They've got a nice little 1-2 game going there, give and go between Ellington and Baldwin.
Timeout.
Now did I hear a timeout? All right, there. I actually did hear a real timeout. 20-9 DC lead. DC's come out and played well on offense, but it's defense which is really telling the tale here. We're going to take a quick break, come back with a minute to go in this opening quarter. Got a little bit more than a minute here. Nice opening quarter for Washington. We briefly saw Coach Austin Jones in charge of LA, looking to turn things around here. A bit more than 60 seconds, so he's got some momentum going, and instead, turnover, had a foot on the line. It's going to be DC ball. Mental error, unforced mistake. Unforced error is what they'd call that if this was a tennis match, Bob.
You know, I think probably the biggest actually it's more of a forced error. If we take a look at this LA squad, their average starting lineup, height-wise, is 6'3".
Yep.
What is Coach doing with a 6'5" center?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Coach Jones?
Austin Ajavon, 6'5", 210-pounder, is the 15th ranked junior in the country, but LA struggles with size. That's part of it. DC able to get inside here, gets fouled in the paint, chance for more points in the paint. Just a tough all-around opening quarter for LA. DC threatening to just take this game by the throat here in the opening half.
I'm not saying Austin Ajavon is a bad player, but I mean I am saying if you give Devin Johansson probably the same amount of playing time, statistically you're not going to notice a big difference.
Johansson, a 6'9", 205-pounder. Ajavon, probably more skilled all around, but just 6'5", 210. And then, of course, Mikhail Jolly Harper playing the power forward spot for LA at 6'6". Just not an overall tall team. Meanwhile, even on DC, which isn't known necessarily as an inside-the-paint powerhouse, you do have 6'9" Keith Anthony, and he's spelled by 6'10" Noah Ellington off the bench. And power forward is Dante Walker, just 6'6" himself, but a skilled player, 45th ranked senior in the country. And once again, a bucket will not go for LA. They are going to probably be stuck on 9 points for this opening 8 minutes, which is shocking. 30. Oh wait, no. Devin Cook may have something to say about this. Hold on.
Yeah, don't get too excited.
Still some time. But Hunt's shot won't go down yet.
Still got to finish at the other end there, Eric.
You do. Well, Baldwin does get a look here and nails it at the buzzer. 24 to 9. Big lead for the DC Stars. LA is on pace for 36 points unless they pick this thing up. Come back. More second quarter action up next. Second quarter, getting ready to start here, and this game has been pretty much pure DC basketball since the opening tip. Close for the first 2 minutes as both teams were free scoring, but then LA stone cold after that. Led in scoring at this point by Jalen Snow with just 3, the three-pointer he made. And on the other end, Cooper Kingy Cross already put up 10. So normally gets 30. He's on a 40-point average. If he can keep that up tonight.
You know, Eric, airline food's weird. Am I right?
Where are you playing next, Bob? Silver Springs, Maryland, the Ha Ha Hut in downtown Trenton, New Jersey.
House of Blues.
And House of Blues, I like it. Well, let's see if LA, and I've been, that's where I've been to the House of Blues once myself. I was in Los Angeles, his very own House of Blues. Let's see if LA can shake their scoring woes here a little bit, and finally they do. Get a little jumper to go, and that cuts the lead to 13 and gets LA back on the board for the first time since what feels like, I don't know, maybe last Friday. Oh, but here again, steal and a quick bucket. Devon Cook, converts that down the other end. And I've been calling Devon Cook Devon, mixing up Devin Johansson and Devon Cook. Apologies to the Johansson and Cook families.
Some respect on that name.
Devon Cook, a 6-foot guard out of Los Angeles himself. Plays at Fairfax High School. Only averaging 3.5 points for the Stars here, but nice hands to catch that pass after the steal and convert. And get this lead down to a much more manageable 11, which feels much better than the 15 points it was just 60 seconds ago, Bob.
Yeah, speaking of his hands, I heard he lotions really well. It's just probably his hands are very soft. It makes it easy for him to catch balls like that.
Well, that's a good time to thank our sponsor, Jergens. No, I'm kidding. It's just Powerade. Jergens is not our sponsor, but Powerade is. Thank you, Powerade, for powering up SimWorld athletes, coaches, and most importantly, the people behind the microphones. Powerade, it mixes great with everything. Drink Powerade. Well, some starters back in there. Ooh,
nice
Dante
shot.
Walker. Well, that's what Dante Walker brings. Keep in mind, this DC product just graduated. I got my producer laughing at me now. That didn't go well at all. DC product, Dante Walker, actually recently just signed with the University of Washington. So other coast, other Washington. Interesting transition, but Dante Walker bringing his skills there. And look at that. Khalil Erickson, kind of the forgotten man on the Washington Stars. He started this year ranked. He's got bags of talent, the 6'4" junior out of DC. But that's kind of almost a soccer phrase. In English soccer, you'll hear that. A player will be described as always got bags of talent. Maybe that's where I picked that up. But teams trading buckets now, and I was glad to see Khalil Erickson get the ball in hand now. Maybe getting an assist here. If McLaughlin can get that, but it won't go down. But Khalil Erickson emerging back, helping his team make this a more manageable lead again for DC. I see some deep here, though.
Yeah, they need some more threes from Snow, like it out on that last. I mean, it was a contested three. They need some more of that. They want to come back.
Jalen Snow can bring it like that, but once again, good defense from DC. Kingy Cross sangs the rebound, brings it up himself, shoots it, and scores it. He didn't even need 4 teammates out there for that. Why didn't he just send them to the bench? 6 of 8 and 12 points tonight. Oh, nice hands. Good quick hands. And it ends up back with Kingy Cross, who elevates to dunk the ball.
Not even surprising.
Cooper Kingy Cross, just a 6-footer. He wasn't nominated to take part in the McDonald's dunk contest, but man, maybe he should have been with hops like that.
I think we talk about him too much. We had to give some other names a little bit.
Somebody else needed a little bit of press. Fair enough. Well, it's a 15-point lead again. Tada has it, but once again, not much happening on offense here for LA, and he's just going to have to chuck up a shot. Ooh, it was in. Congrats for him, but that's not going to get it done tonight, LA. Oh, nice pass. Kingy Cross. There you go, Bob. We were talking about how he can be a real facilitator, too. And that's a tough pass to thread inside like that. From that position, that's almost as beautiful as any shot he's made tonight. Kale Jolly Carper, MJH, can't get it going. Actually, he would be MKJH with the apostrophe in there and everything, but however it works out, Jolly Harper couldn't score.
Good steal.
Anthony gets it back, and it's a second chance for points. Erickson another three, but this one won't go.
No, I really, for LA to come back, I really need to see some more out of JJ Ortega.
Well, Jason Tada, the 6'3 junior out of Bakersfield, averaging 11.5 a game, and he's kind of in takeover mode right now, but it's just not going for him. He's still 15.
I think he just sees somebody. Ooh.
Nice defense there. Two guys actually rotated over to cut off Kingy Cross on that drive, and on the other end, the shot won't go. Keith Anthony, a favorite, one of the favorite big men of our producer, Roniel. I know he's a Keith Anthony fan, like that rebound there. Oh, look at that from Khalil Anthony. I'm sorry, from Khalil Erickson.
Keith? What is
Keith Anthony kept it alive a couple times there, but they couldn't convert it.
I mean, at this point, Keith Anthony may be considered the best big in SimWorld.
Don't do it. Oh, just to keep the Blazes' heart rate down. Don't do that. Don't do that, sir.
Got to give him some content.
Well, multiple offensive chances here. Tada got the green light and uses it to good effect there. Drains a three. Jason Tada just shooting 29% from deep on the year. But that does bring the lead back down to 11. Myron Murray wants a timeout. 2:38 to go here, second quarter. We're going to take a quick break too. Come right back and we'll finish up this first half of basketball in Brooklyn.
Well, we did it. We sealed the bad out and the good in. Take a second and look around you. Go ahead. We have everything we've always wanted. We'll want for nothing.
Excuse me. I really love it here.
Thank you.
We have all these beautiful avocados from Mexico, but where are the chips?
I'm sorry?
The chips are outside.
Why are they out?
The chips are outside!
I want a Chris Elliott autograph. Hi.
Wait! Please, avocados taste great on lots of things. See? Avocado toast. We can still make this work.
Oh, Wi-Fi's down.
No.
Avocados from Mexico.
We're back, finishing up this first half. DC in control, but they haven't been able to extend their lead out here. Certainly still a ball game with the effervescent Jalen Snow on the other side. And he ends up with the ball right there. And Ruiz drains the three. Oh, are they just calling that a 2? Foot on the line of 2, but it does trim the lead down to 10.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say put the backups in, but see Cooper out there. I don't think he'd appreciate being called a backup.
No, I would be frightened to see the team he'd be a backup on. Probably a pro squad, maybe not all of them. Jalen Snow shakes free for a 3. You can't leave him alone out there. Got lucky that didn't go through.
Yeah.
Oh, nice dish. Fantastic dish. Brandon Smith found Dion Bridgman, or Dante Walker down there. Easy finish at the lead for Walker. Man.
You're getting fancy tonight, but you can't finish.
But Jalen Snow, that's twice in a row he's gotten a really good look and actually done a nice move to get that good look. Can't finish. And at the other end, McLaughlin does, and suddenly this was the halftime score of the national championship game last night, folks. Kansas 25, North Carolina 40. So don't think it's over, but I do think LA needs to wake up and get themselves back in this one.
Wake up! Grab your little makeup.
Well, somebody's got to do it for Jalen Snow.
And that somebody has to be JJ.
That may not be the genre of music that's his get rowdy music, but something needs to work. Another chance here for LA. Minute on the clock.
I heard he appreciates some Adele.
Rolling in the Deep is his walkout song if he was a boxer. Hey, Devon Cook. One of the few bright spots for this LA Stars team. It's another long jumper there. So again, I think he had a foot on the line. LA, if they'd step back a foot or two, would have at least 2 more points. And Cooper King Cross says, I can take on 2 men. That's nothing. Let me just do this. Let me show everybody how I do it.
Dude, I want to see him take on 3. I'd pay for that.
Well, LA may want to go to a 5-man prevent defense. See how that works out. Ruiz is going to try another long 3 and hit another long 3. Sebastian Ruiz, who came into this game shooting 60% from deep, only averaging 3.5 a game, but long-range skill, and he is showing it off so far. LA needs it. Keeping him in this game really right now. The 6 points from Ruiz.
Yeah, he's doubled his season average just in the last like 3 minutes.
Cooper King Cross has Snow on him, by the way. Didn't expect to see this matchup a lot. Pretty good defense there by Snow, and he forces CKC into a shot. Won't go down. And that's the end of your first half. 12-point margin. Washington jumped out to a big lead earlier in that first quarter, and they've held on to it tight so far. 16 more minutes to decide this one here in Brooklyn. We got our producer, Roniel. Now, thanks for waving for the people to Roniel. Now, hey, here's a little feedback. People are tired of hearing Bob's nonsense. Tell us what you got on this game, Roniel.
No.
Cooper King Cross is a straight up baller. Where is Jalen Snow? And my main man, Keith Anthony, baller. I need to see Coach Austin Young.
Austin Jones.
Hey, whatever it is, make some adjustments, sir, and I'll get
You're thinking of Anthony Young on Chicago. I know what you're doing.
Make some adjustments. Make some adjustments. I'll get your name right. Let's see what happens in this second.
Got him.
Well, look on your screen, folks. You saw a big shooting, rebounding, and assist advantage all going in the way of the DC Stars. Cooper King Cross and friends going to come back here in a minute. Let's see if Jalen Snow and LA can rally in the second half. Halftime entertainment just wrapping up. No, we've enjoyed it. These bike guys are talented.
I thought you were
ready to get
about me.
underway here. LA has it, and Jalen Snow has it. Just 6 points in the first half for Jalen Snow. Did hit a couple of threes. Actually saw him play some nice defense there that last minute of the game, unexpectedly D'ing up Cooper King Cross and doing a good job. But 12-point deficit, and Mikhail Jolly Harper there. Nice looking move to cut it to 10.
Yeah, unfortunately,
6'6" senior out of Las Vegas.
Unfortunately for Snow, playing good defense for 24 seconds
is not what you
necessarily.
Hey, how about a steal? How about a steal? We almost got one. Yeah. Ortega brings it up. Chance to cut it below 10 for the first time in a long time, but Snow can't get it to go. He hasn't gotten a shot to go inside the arc so far tonight. Jeremiah McLaughlin, normally known for his defense, with a strong move to the hole there. I really like Jeremiah McLaughlin. He's one of my favorites. 6'4" senior out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Again, only averaging 3.5, but he's a starter on this team for a reason. He is the shutdown, stop, glue guy for the DC Stars. Yeah,
but you know, when they finally take him out of the holster and let him shoot a little bit, they do a little bit better.
Oh, Ajavon gets a nice rebound, gets a second attempt, puts it up and in. We haven't really talked much about Austin Ajavon other than to criticize or maybe sympathize with LA coach Austin Jones. With these small big men, he plays down low. But a nice rebound, nice bucket there. Back to a 10-point game.
To be fair, there really hasn't been anybody to talk about other than Cooper King Cross.
Well, he just missed that three.
You're welcome, LA.
Once again, chance to get it under 10. Foul will not go. Jalen Snow to the line, where he's deadly, shooting 89% from the charity stripe this season. But yeah, Jalen Snow, captain, and we know how electric he can be. Just 6 points at this point for these free throws, and like I said, Bob, not a single made 2-point shot yet, even.
Yeah, I don't really have words for what Snow's going through right now. I've never been through this difficult of a time in my life as he is right now. So I cannot sympathize at all.
Oh man.
But I still would like to see. He's not playing well right now. I would like to see other people step up. I mean, we need to put Ruiz back in. If you want to win, put Ruiz in.
Little Friday Night Lights reference there on a Tuesday. I love it. Jalen Snow's second free throw up and in, and the lead is down to 8. This is as close as LA has had it since, midway through the first quarter. Right, Bob? Yeah, midway through the first quarter.
I mean, with the way that it feels, this feels like it's the closest since before the game even started, because it clearly was out of hand before that.
Well, there's Dante Walker down low. He doesn't have great size, but as noted, neither does LA, so he's probably going to try to go to work here. No, kicks it back out to Cooper. Ooh. Look at that. Boy, when you got a problem, you also have a problem solver if you're the DC Stars, and that's let that kid shoot the ball. Kel Jolly Harper, not quite strong enough, couldn't get that to go. Ooh, just a turnover, but
yeah, little sketchy.
Cross, not sketchy at all, but can't get that shot to go. Rebound fought for. Jalen Snow fights, comes up with it. Nice pass from Snow. Nice pass all around. Ortega can't finish, however. Ada does come up with the rebound. Boy, some nice team passing. It's got to be frustrating to come away with nothing after three beautiful passes like that in a row together.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you're off, you're just off.
Well, you could be describing Mr. Jalen Snow, I'm afraid. Another missed bucket for him. Jeremiah McLaughlin, Norma, the defensive stoppers, talked about once again, scores down there. 13-point lead. I am impressed with what DC has done on defense tonight, but at the same time, it's just been a rough day at the office for particularly this man, Jalen Snow, who can't get that to go either. There's 2 made field goals tonight, Jalen Snow, both of them threes. 8 points in the game. Oh, nice drive. Khalil Erickson, again, finding little moments to shine out there. Potentially a player on the road to redemption. Still being recruited by schools like Fresno State and Weber State, but believed to have a high ceiling if he can just find somebody to help him unlock it.
Is that Weber or Weber? Weber or Weber State?
Oh boy, we might have to get our producer on that. I'm informed he doesn't know either. So, all right. I'm going to go Weber State.
I'll go Weber. Weber.
All right. Well,
tomato, orange,
jump on
whatever.
SimWorld Discord right now and set us straight. And that's actually a timely reminder, too. Well, we got another free throw coming up. For watching tonight, if you've been looking in on the outside in at SimWorld, we'll just get in the game. Come to SimWorld NBA Discord. Check us out online, YouTube videos. We're everywhere, but most importantly, about your coaching application. You could be in charge of one of these teams too, just like Myron Murray and Austin Jones tonight, although you hope you're more Myron Murray than Austin Jones, at least this evening, based on how things are going, halfway through the third quarter. But no, seriously, come join us. Get in on it. We need more coaches. We need more people. Come join and be part of the Sim World. And right now, Sim World is kind of Cooper Kingy Cross's world. Cooper Kingy doing Cooper Kingy things. And there's another one, but that rattles out. I was actually sure that was going to go in, especially after I talked him up. I set him up on a platter. Come on, kid.
I think, I just can't find another legitimate argument for anybody else to be number 1 in this country.
No. Cooper Kingy Cross has proven again tonight, at least through 2.5 quarters, that he is the most special player in all of SimWorld high school hoops, and I would include the globals with that as well, based upon what I've seen. Now, meanwhile, nice play. Devin Johansson, the 6'9" big man, Bishop Gorman High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Converted his shot, got hit, gonna go to the line, and he gets a three-point play to go. Lead back down to 9.
Speaking
LA
of the,
is hanging around. LA didn't let this turn into 20 or 25. Let's just go home.
Oof.
Although
they might as well go home because he is not stopping.
Mama, that's a bad man.
Mom.
Bad man.
Mom.
Bad man hit me. Oh my lord. Well, still just 12 though, and 11 minutes left in this one. No, Johansson had a nice play that last one. Lost the handle there. Able to come up with it. Ortega drives on 2 men. Can't get it to go. Hey, Austin Ajavon. You saw right there. Well, he was one of my dunk contest nominees. Didn't make the cut in the end. The finalists. Be exciting to see who wins that. But nice dunk, Ajavon, and nice play, Cooper King Cross. I mean, I don't know if I can think of anybody else. ABD Woodley could hit that shot. I mean, that is just unbelievable to go around a couple people like that and score. And that is why DC is surging, and they've got a 14-point lead in this one. We got some third quarter action when we return. Ballpoint DC lead. LA sticking around here in Brooklyn. This court made famous, perhaps, when Tim Bellardi's New York squad. The deep 3 ballers here. That was the real breakout for New York. And a long 3 there. LA cuts it back down to single digits. I like what I see. I like LA's not going away, never say die kind of attitude here. Another nice pass from Kingy Cross, but Erickson didn't want to take that shot.
I expect Kinji to put him back in the lead here.
There we go! CKC with the rare miss. Sebastian Ruiz. He hits some 3s. Swings it to Ortega, though. Oh, nice drive by Ortega. It's up to Ajavon, but he doesn't like having 2 defenders on him. Ortega's going to take the open 3. Will not go.
And that's the story of LA tonight.
Yeah, they could have brought it down to 6 there. Instead, Erickson with a corner 3 that won't go. Devin Johansson with another rebound.
There must be some breeze in here or something because everybody is just wide open shots.
There's Ortega, who did just miss on the other end. He's going to try to drive to the right. Oh, and feed Ajavon. That happened fast. 13-5 run, as you see on your screen for LA. They've got this lead down to 7. Coming up on a minute to play, looking to get into it. And Myron Murray didn't like what he saw there. Timeout.
No, there's
a little frustration on Kingy Cross's face, too.
Absolutely. Those types of plays make you want to go to a break.
Oh, no, we can stay with it. We're just 1:08 here. Let's finish out this third quarter. Folks see some of the mid-break entertainment that we have going on here, but that's definitely been Cooper Kingy Cross's show tonight. Looks like we do have some subs out there now. Brandon Smith set to inbound. Kingy Cross still out there too.
Is he a player that you ever want to see taken off the court?
Not really. You might just keep him in there and tell him to shoot, shoot, shoot. But he didn't miss. He's missed his last couple, and it is giving LA a chance to get back in this. Nice dish from Tada, and once again, Angevon is there. Rise like yeast and stuff. Yes, I owe Rick Blaze a nickel for using this phrase. That's fine. We'll straighten it up later. Oh, Brandon Smith. I believe that is a three from the corner. Brandon Smith, pretty quiet so far this evening. Only averaging 4 points a game, but the junior is a sharpshooter. There's one there. Tada likes it from the top of the key, and he gets it to go as well. 5-point game now. 30 seconds in the third quarter. LA has made this as close as it has been in living memory. Oh, nice drive. Kingy Cross finds Walker, but good defense by Johansson to shut that down, too.
I blame the sudden turn of events of your comparison of the national championship game last night.
Maybe so. Well, LA doing their Kansas impersonation so far. And that rattles in, and it is a one-possession game. Let's see if DC even tries to hurl some of the basket here. CKC, I don't know if that even got off in time. Might spare him a little bit on his shooting percentage, but everybody, we got a ball game on our hands. 3-point DC lead, 8 minutes to decide who's going to win here tonight in New York City. Eight minutes left, and this is suddenly a good game happening in SimWorld tonight. I want to remind everybody that after this game, almost exactly 24 minutes after this game, we will have Gulf Coast. That's D. Woodley taking on Miami, Jeremiah Minor. And that is going to happen after this one. That will be a live feed. You won't get to hear the dulcet tones and insightful comments of myself and Bob, but
yeah, baby.
Maybe you prefer that. Who's to say? Well, teams have traded buckets here to begin the fourth quarter. But yeah, all credit. Coach Austin Jones in LA. They have really fought back in this one, and that doesn't go. Second chance though for Keith Anthony. Strong move.
The big man.
Hey, he's had some nice performance tonight. He's never going to be your leading scorer, probably even your second leading scorer, but Keith Anthony, 6'9" out of Baltimore, and some important work in the paint this evening. Oh, stolen away, Dante Walker. Sloppy pass from Johansson. Kingy Cross can make him pay. This lead is back out to 5.
I would assume he should be able to find someone to pay when he has 4 guys on him.
Well, shot clock running down, and it's McLaughlin who swings it to Kingy Cross. Going to try a 3, won't get it to go.
I think LA put something in Cooper's water bottle.
Oh, Mikhail Jolly Harper. One of the infrequent second chance opportunities tonight for LA, but he makes it count. Back to 3. Well, obviously with time, not much of it left. Stops are particularly critical for each team. LA just needs a couple more here. Have not been tied or had the lead since the first minutes, but another dunk by Keith Anthony.
long as he keeps getting his own chances back, I can't stop him down low. They got to use the size. They have the size advantage. They have to use it.
Jason Tada, super aggressive, but neither shot will go down at his 2 chances.
Kind of reminds me when I play NBA 2K. Even when I miss a shot, I'm just going to keep rebounding, taking the shot. There are going to be 17 dudes standing at the 3-point line wide open. I'm still going to keep trying to force that shot up.
Well, I'm an old school Knicks fan, so I just see Charles Smith catching rebounds and putting them off the rim time and time again. That's all I see. Well, transition bucket there does cut it to 3. King Cross had 24 to start this quarter. To get up on that 29.7 average he sports. In LA, or DC I mean, probably needs him to hit a few more buckets and get up on it to win this thing. Oh, he's left alone. I'm surprised he didn't shoot there. Instead takes this one. Can't get it to go. That's 3 in a row. A little bit more of a pacier second half overall for Cooper Kingy Cross, certainly so far in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and if LA comes back and wins this game, I don't know whether to give credit to Tada and Ajavon or blame Cooper Kingy Cross for the way he's played in the second half.
Well, Snow wasn't able to get the jumper to go down on that other end. Could have cut it to 1 point. Kingy Cross going to take another, and finally, the cold spell ends. 28 points now. 1 more bucket, and he will be just over his average. More importantly, it's a 5-point DC lead. LA going to take a timeout here. Austin Jones talk it over with the captain, Jalen Snow, Jason Tada, JJ Ortega, Austin Ajavon. Some real talent out there for LA, and it has shown through in the second half, pulling them back into this ball game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like I said, from their starting lineup, when you look at it on paper, it's a team that you expect to be a little bit better than 5 and 6.
We're going to take a quick break. 4:17 remaining in the 4th quarter when we return. Minutes to go, and it's just a 5-point lead. There you see Coach Austin Young. I also briefly caught a shot of Myron Murray there on the bench. And hey, let's get my sideline reporter and producer, double duty man himself, Ron Yell. What you got for us?
Oh, big shot.
CKC, and more CKC. That's what I'm hearing from the sideline there from Austin Jones.
Oh my.
Austin Jones told his team they need to crack down a bit more on CKC. Didn't quite get to hear what the strategy was on that. We'll see if it comes to fruition. Back to you guys.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
coming from the LA side, to be completely honest.
Well, Tada tried to pick up a screen. Doesn't. Still working his defender. Nice dish.
I'll be honest.
Game.
As long as y'all keep calling him Austin Young, I don't think he cares what kind of strategy he has going on out here.
Austin Jones, of course. Not Austin Young, not the $6 million man, Steve Austin, or anybody else.
What?
It's the coach of LA. It's the coach of LA who has brought his team back. A 2-point game here. Impressive. DC, 15-point advantage. Was that the most it got to? 15 points, I believe. But Really good kind
Yeah,
of grinding effort on a night, Big Bob, when Jalen Snow is just off his game. No other way to describe it.
Yeah, no, he's just tonight. Just to be completely honest, he's just playing like
He's grinding. I mean, I think he might even still be the leading scorer on this team, but he's just not hitting shots you would normally see Jalen Snow make.
Yeah. You have one of these games every now and again, and I think Coach Austin Jones Young, we're just going to hyphenate his name now. I think he really needs to figure out what he needs to do to put Snow in better position. But I don't think tonight's going to be that night that he gets that figured out.
Well, if he does enough to win, it's going to be an impressive coaching performance by Coach Jones and for LA overall. Left for dead after that first quarter where Washington broke out to a 24-9 advantage. And got that 15-point lead back later in the game, led 40-25 at one point, but then really flipped the script since then. But DC ball now, 2-point advantage. Still under 3.5 minutes to go in this one. And Khalil Erickson brings it to McLaughlin, who wants that three, but it won't go. Chance to tie or even take the lead on this possession for LA.
Yeah, I think, again, got to go back to they need to play big. That's all they need to do if they want to hold on to this lead, walk away with this win.
Snow has not touched the ball yet on this possession. And it works out just fine that way as Ajavon finds Jolly Harper. Tie ball game under 3 minutes to go. LA has fought all the way back.
I was just going to say this is where the stars shine. And we tried, but
coast to coast, but a defender comes over on the help. Jolly Harper, who got them to tie, looking to see if he can get them into the lead here. And has it taken away. Ends in McLaughlin's hands. Oh, nice dish from McLaughlin. Anthony probably should have gone straight up with it.
Probably should have got a 7 in the key.
I don't know how many foul shots that is, but it doesn't sound good. CKC for 3. There you go. No longer tied. LA still can't get in the lead in this one. 2 minutes to play in the game.
Final 2 minutes when your stars cannot shine.
For Snow. Nailed it.
But only 2.
Only 2 on that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Camera replay. I don't know if we get a second look at that, Bob, but
it's definitely a 3 from my side.
I thought it was too. Meanwhile, down here, Bucket won't go, and no second chance opportunity. Jalen Snow's hands. He's got Erickson on him. Oh, he's going to go ahead and take it.
Yeah,
Battles off the rim and won't go there.
I would have taken that shot too with the defense that we've been playing on him. I don't.
Yeah, Erickson was behind him on that one. Can understand the motivation. Might have thought he'd pick up an easy foul too. Oh, that's a nice move. Nobody blocking that one. Point lead DC.
You can see a windmill or something next time.
33 points is not enough to excite Big Bob, ladies and gentlemen. We need windmill dunks as well. Fantastic finish on the inside there. Jalen Snow. Most of his damage from outside tonight. 3 3-pointers. Able to get some drive to go down here too in the fourth quarter. We are under a minute. It's a 1-point DC lead.
Uh-oh.
I think we got to see the ball in CKC's hands. There it is. Won't go in, however, and Ajavon has it.
Coach Murray, close your eyes.
Snow with a 3. Oh. Will not go. And boy, if that ends up being costly. Oh. Lockton may have just iced things. Snow unable to miss the wide open 3 on this end. And unheralded offense of Jeremiah McLaughlin. I talked about myself and talked about his defensive prowess, and let me tell you folks, he absolutely has that. He's a lockdown defender, but he might have had his best offensive and maybe his best all-around performance tonight, hitting another 3 in the corner, giving DC a 2-possession game, just 35.5 seconds on the clock, 77-73. LA has a mountain to climb to get back in this one once again.
I'd like to correct you a little bit. Technically,
No.
it's still a one possession game. If my mathematics are correct, they get a 3 and a foul. 3 and a foul.
It would take an ill-advised foul, and then they made 3. Then they made free throw, but true. I suspect Coach Jones, you see him going to work there. I suspect that Coach Jones probably is counting on getting the ball in his player's hands at least twice if he thinks he's going to win this game.
What do you think he was telling him over there?
Quit missing the ball. Don't do stupid things.
More than I thought.
Make your shots.
Pretty sure
No, I think actually, seriously, it was telling him exactly that. Drawing up that play and making sure it happened super quick. You don't have to foul here now. If you play defense, you can get this ball back. Holy crap. Holy cow.
Big Anthony. Oh.
Anthony could not get the second chance to go. Surprisingly quick shot. You know what? I know what DC was doing there. They too wanted maybe get a shot off away, maybe even get a bucket with enough time to get it back, even with an LA possession. The net result of all that is it is LA ball. They are down by 2. The shot clock is turned off. There's a little bit more than 22 seconds left in this one. And if I'm Coach Jones, now what I'm doing is drawing up a play here where I think you want to shoot this ball with about 4 or 5 seconds left on the clock. Enough time for one of your guys pull it out a rebound and throw it back up and put it in. Not enough for DC to get the ball back, come back up the other way.
Yeah, and as someone who knows a thing or two about quick shots, they got to definitely run the rest of this clock down and just hope they can take it to overtime. Don't take the risk for the outside 3. Just get it to one of your, I was going to say get it to one of your bigs, but they don't know what that means in LA.
Well, obviously Jalen Snow is going to draw a lot of attention here, and it's even certainly possible the ball ends up in his hands. However, Jason Tada has been very, very active tonight. Ejevon, the big man, is going to inbound here. Let's see who it goes into, and it is in Tada. No, it's in Ortega's hands, but he gets it to Snow, who wants the shot, and nails it. Tie game.
Why?
Don't know why we're taking quick shots here, and both teams took them on their last 2 possessions, but the net result, we're all square, 77-77. Just under 19 seconds to decide this one. We'll get it to overtime, Bob.
You know, yeah.
That is the other way it can go.
You know, it's 2
options. There's 2 options. One of these teams can win, or it could go to overtime. I'll check with my producer, but I think those are the 2.
Earthquakes.
No, that's a great point. That's a
black
great
holes.
point.
Spaceman coming through the roof.
I'm told we're insured, so we're probably fine.
Okay. Right. No, you know, I would love to see the game go to overtime because it wasn't obviously that long ago that we were talking about how Cooper Kinsey Cross was going to probably score 60 points. He was on a tear at the beginning of the game, absolutely dominating LA. DC looked like they had an easy win, and all of a sudden, here we are, 77 apiece.
In regulation, Kingy Cross is over his average. He's in the 30s. One more possession at least for DC. Let's see if he and they do some damage here. We're taking a little time off the clock now.
Close your eyes, Mom.
The ball is not coming out of his man's hands. Up the screen, gets it. Had a decent look, held it. Can't get it to go. Rolls off the front of the rim. We're going to an overtime period, folks. 77-77 in Brooklyn. LA and the Stars treating us tonight. All tied up. A game so good, we needed 4 extra minutes to decide a winner, Bob. Tip-off. Overtime in Brooklyn. 0-0, basically, between these two squads.
Yeah, and this is the first time I've been on for a overtime game. So I'm excited.
Congratulations, Bob. Yeah.
And Cooper doing what he does.
Yeah, I was gonna say the overtime repeats a theme that we got used to in the regulation minutes, and that is Cooper King across and King across things like scoring right there, giving DC a lead.
Ooh.
Ooh! Jalen Snow with the drive and dunk ties it up. He's on 22 himself. We keep on talking about Jalen Snow, and you'd think he's able to do anything right. He's the leading scorer on LA with 22. He's just missed some shots, had a rough night by his standards, but he's keeping his team right in there. Oh, dribbled out of bounds. Ball going back over to DC there. That's a tough break, but
you got to get them kids disciplined, Austin Young Jones.
Look at that block, by the way, from JJ Ortega. Only 6'1". Came across to get that one clean.
JJ Ortega,
the point guard out there. King up, King across right now. Let's keep an eye on that. See if Ortega can hang with King across.
Oh, geez.
Oh, and Washington dribbles out of bounds this time. That's a uncommon mental mistake from Jeremiah McLaughlin.
Is the pressure getting to him?
Maybe. With these teams. It's 2 points in the overtime period so far.
And those 2 points on
Ortega comes around a curl, takes a jumper, but can't get it to go. Erickson rebounds. Oh, quickly up the other way.
Ooh. The mailman.
McLaughlin beats everybody down the floor. Obviously, Cooper King Cross is the star of the game for DC, but Jeremiah McLaughlin, I don't even know if he's going to have like an amazing box score, but I feel like he's been a really key component for them.
Absolutely. He's hit some big threes that they really needed in some desperate times. He's been the piece when Cooper King Cross was not hitting his shots. McLaughlin
Threes again. Oh, McLaughlin can't get that three to go.
It's that talking positive about him, man.
Well, that would have been a backbreaker had he gotten that one down. Instead, Ortega finds Tada down low, but nothing really doing there. Nice defense by Erickson. We're under 2 minutes. Ooh. Nice dish.
Have we ever had a double overtime?
Yes, we have. We might have had a triple. Was that in Barcelona, Raniel? I'll have to get my producer to confirm this, but yes, we had triple overtime in Barcelona. Tough for King Cross. I believe that's 37 for him. He could still get his 40.
You said you had a triple. That only counts in like half, right? Because that's a different time zone and everything. That's only like 1.5 overtime.
Well, this overtime, it's been all Kingy Cross and all Jalen Snow. The stars, the captains, trading buckets back and forth. Still locked up here. Nobody has the advantage. 90 seconds to go in the period. Kingy Cross. Yeah, he feels like he can take. He feels like he can take Ortega, and I don't know that he's wrong. He wants the three. That may be 40. I'll check my math. That might be 40 for Cooper King Cross on the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Which, by the way, is not a season high for him. So let's keep that in mind.
He's still got time.
Oh, Jalen Snow couldn't hit, but who is there to put that back up and in? None other than Austin Ajavan. 6'5", but elevated there on that. Under a minute. Oh! Odd time to trial to get that alley-oop to Keith Anthony to go down. Instead, it gets blocked. On this end, Jalen Snow can't get the bucket. LA has still never retaken the lead since that first quarter. Here, bucket, timeout LA, DC up by 3 with 31 seconds to go. We're going to take a quick break here. Exciting finish coming up when we return after these messages. 3-point DC lead. The final countdown, folks. 31.8 seconds remaining in this one. Not going to sing that Europe song, but everybody knows what I mean. All right, Jalen Snow right to the rack. That's a nice play drawn up out of the timeout by LA. Coach Jones. Need to foul here, but absolutely do need,
need to play a little defense.
yeah, you can't give up a 3, and you'd really love to get a stop.
Kick them heels together,
just
showing off.
That's too much. 42 points. 42 points. Cooper King Cross. 3-point advantage now for TC. So, well, Bob, I was going to say, this is an interesting kind of coaching decision here for Coach Jones. I mean, we've seen both of these teams actually into their offense maybe quicker than we would have expected coming out of some of these timeout end-of-game situations so far. But now it becomes tricky because you got to have a 3. Like, I don't think you can take a lot of this clock time off, because if you miss, you got to foul or get that ball back ASAP, and you need to get it back out to a 3-point shooter. 2 won't do it anymore.
No, and LA has put themselves in a position where, honestly, I know he's only averaging 3 points a game, but tonight Ruiz needs to be in the game, and I think they need to use him, use Snow as a decoy, use Ortega as a decoy. You got to get one of your lesser-known sharpshooters out there. Don't forget about him. Who's Sebastian Ruiz?
Well, Sebastian Ruiz is a fantastic 3-point shooter. See if he comes out on the floor after this timeout even. Ortega can also shoot from out there. Then Johansson is actually not a bad outside shooter. Let's see what Coach Jones and LA do. They get the ball inbound. Ortega has it. Picks up a screen, but gives it to Tada. His 3 will not go.
Offensive
Second chance
rebound.
opportunity, however. Ortega. Oh, can't get that to go either. Rebounded. Walker has it. He's going to get fouled. He makes just one of these. I mean, you see, it's going to be hard for LA to hit a desperation 3 if somehow these free throws don't go down. But, oh, wait a second. I always make this mistake. That's a non-shooting foul, folks. Not shooting free throws when we return out of this timeout. Is going just to simply be DC ball. LA, I believe, is going to have to foul again. Put somebody on the line.
I see no more fitting ending than oop on this.
King Cross gets fouled, which means he will get a chance to go to the line here. For King Cross has a season high 44 points this year. If he hits both of these free throws, he will equal that tonight.
Take a break.
More importantly, really, he just needs to hit 1 of 2 to put the game out of reach. The Washington Stars.
I know why you're saying that, Eric. I know why you're saying that, because it's super unrealistic that we're going to get a 4-point play, but the opportunity is still there.
Until Cooper hits this free throw, to no longer make it possible. And there it goes.
I don't know if you heard about the new 5-point play.
5-point shot. Chuck it. You stand on this certain spot. Now the 5-pointer doesn't go through. Not enough good. LA battled all the way back, folks. You got to give these LA kids a lot of credit. Ton of heart. They came from way down, tied this thing up more than a few times, could never just get on top. DC, Cooper Kingy Cross and his 44 points, MVP of the game once again. Congrats to the DC Stars, 7-6 on the season. Everybody, stick around. Gulf Coast and Miami coming up in 24 minutes on the live stream.
Ooh, yeah.